What's up, everyone? This will be the final webinar. You've completed 30 days, the 30-day Summer Slim Down Challenge, and I just want to first off congratulate all of you for doing it. We had over 35 contestants, 35 challengers, and we got some amazing results, guys. Everyone, I had great feedback. This is the first time doing one of these challenges, so I just want to thank you. It helped me out a lot figuring out what you guys want, what your challenges are, obstacles, and throughout the whole process, everyone got better, everyone lost weight, everyone started creating good habits. So if you didn't get where you were at or where you wanted to be, you can still build off everything you've learned off this 30-day challenge. Right off the bat, I want to share some of the stories. One of them that really I remembered was somebody told me that it wasn't going as good as they had hoped or they had been doing at the very beginning of the 30 days, but they were already set on redoing the 30-day challenge, going through the emails and increasing from 3 sets like they've done this 30 days to the next 30 days. They're already going to go into 5 sets and just repeat the challenge, which is a perfect example of the kind of the mindset you need to adapt and doing that something every day. They were super excited to go into it. So that was awesome. I didn't even anticipate that. I didn't expect that. That's the exact thinking and mindset that I'd like to see. Another story is almost everybody I've talked to that were sharing their results. Some people wanted to do the challenge and didn't want to be seen, didn't want to participate, and that's fine. They're doing it for themselves, and they weren't in it for the grand prize, and that's completely fine. But everybody I did talk to, I averaged it up. The average weight loss was around 9 pounds. That's incredible. Like that's awesome. 9 pounds in 30 days throughout the whole average. Pretty awesome. And another story somebody was telling me is they were just less sluggish. They had more energy. Everybody's attitude improved. That's the biggest thing. The feedback I got, whatever the results were in, everybody had more energy. They were less sluggish. They were, doing something every day, and that's the whole goal. Wherever you end up, that's the goal. Is hammering that fact home. Second point I want to talk about, the prize for everybody that did do this challenge. I'm going to give you guys a special discount code for a cookbook I'm releasing in the next 30 days. It's in the works right now. It's about 70–80% complete. I'm going to see how I can release it on Amazon, but it's going to be an ebook, and there's also going to be hard copies. It's going to be a low price point. I think I'm going to set it to like $12.99 or something, but it's fast and healthy, 56 recipes made easy. Every recipe for every meal and every day. And this is something I've created after 15 years of being, a fitness expert, being in the industry. It's something that is always in demand. What do I cook? When? So I've created this book. Took a lot of time to do it. And what you get 56 healthy made easy recipes. There's a photo with each. It's easy to find. There's an easy to find ingredient list and directions for each recipe. There's cook and prep times and nutrition facts for each recipe. There's also a map key or like a legend of the basic symbols that tells you what each recipe is. Low fat, vegan, high protein, gluten free, etc. Like there's a legend that's going to list all those. If it fits in that criteria, it'll show you that. And then they're also, for the hardcover, it's laminated pages that let you take it all over the kitchen without worrying about spills or accidents ruining the book or your iPad or phone. So if you opt for the hard copy version, you get that too. I'm really excited about this project. My wife has helped me with this, and I've had clients do a lot of the recipes and test them out for taste and everything. And so I'm really excited. So everybody here, I'm going to keep in contact with you through email. If you were a challenger, look for that discount code and look for the release of that cookbook. You guys are going to get a special first come, first serve discount on that cookbook. Next order of business, I apologize about the webinar last time, the Midway Momentum webinar. And I really think that Facebook not saving that video and losing that video really kind of crushed some people's momentum. I felt a lot of people kind of lagging there halfway, and that was the point of that webinar, and I never was able to refilm it or get it up. So that's a big part my fault, and so I apologize for that. But I wanted to touch on some of those things that I hit. So you guys moving forward, you can still, when you hit that lull or hit that that delay in momentum, maybe some of these things will help. The weekly review checklist, I know I talked about that a lot throughout the 30 days, but that is huge. It's very important. Keep in mind that it's a physical thing. It's an actual tangible thing. Just looking at it on your screen or on your phone doesn't work. Like, you actually need to either, one, print it out and actually put check marks on it, either daily or weekly, or like an app on your phone, like make it, you know, have it electronically, but actually fill it out on your phone. So a lot of people were telling me like, oh yeah, I'm doing the checklist, but it's more of a mental thing. So it's just like journaling or anything else. If you're just kind of making it up in your head, like, oh yeah, I drank this much water today and I ate this, and you're somewhat right, but you start to play tricks with your own head, and it's not as accurate as you would think, keeping log in your own head. When you put it on paper or put a physical copy of it down that you can look at, you see that snapshot, you see it as an overall picture, and you're able to you know, you're able to see it as a whole and get better off of that. So make sure, again, you write that down. That weekly review checklist is huge. And I know we had some confusion at the beginning about, you know, you just kind of do a hodgepodge of, oh, well, I did this and not that. You want to pick those 3 things in that 30 days and follow them all the way through. Pick 3 things that you can do, but maybe you're not doing right now, okay? So it's a challenge. You want to challenge yourself. If you already drink plenty of water, don't have that as one of your 3 things that you're going to work on, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. You guys were great with the group. You had a lot of encouragement. I would like to see even more encouragement and interaction within the group, sharing recipes, you know, sharing ideas, just sharing some of the trials and you know, obstacles you've found. You know, be like, man, I'm having a rough day. Well, you know, and put it in that group and let people respond to that. You know, kind of put yourself out there for the community to respond and help you. In other terms, or on the other side of that, like when you're having a good day, post about that and let that encourage and motivate somebody. So, you know, words are very powerful. You guys did great inside the group, but you can always do better. You can always do more. The more interaction, the more accountability comes, and then you know, the better results and the better success. It's a support group. So good job with that. Also, you know, in the Halfway Momentum webinar, I talked about Jocko Willink. He's a ex-Navy SEAL. Wrote a book that really impacted me. It's called Extreme Ownership. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's awesome. It's a short read. You can listen to it on, you know, audiobook or the physical copy. It's short either way. But one of the quotes he has, and he actually made it into a separate book, is discipline equals freedom. And so we think about, oh, I got to eat my vegetables, or I got to work out today, and we have these tasks that, you know, they're things we don't want to do, and we think about them negatively. You know, we don't enjoy them, or we don't have a good experience with them. But in actuality, we need to think about those things and how further on down the road they give us that freedom. Like, they're going to give us the freedom of having the body we want, the health we want, the energy we want. And that in turn gives us all the freedom in the world to do whatever we want. And that goes without, you know, it goes in your relationships, it goes in business, it goes in finance. Like, if you put money away in the bank, you know, it sucks at the time and it's hard and whatever. But if you're putting it away all the time, then eventually on down the road, that's going to give you financial success. And, you know, those small little steps, those small little increments of discipline equal your freedom. He says it a lot more eloquently and in a lot better way, but that was something I talked about in that Halfway webinar that really helped me, and it's something to look into. So either look up his 2 books, but remember that concept, discipline equals freedom. Moving on, we talked about biggest challenge. A lot of you guys responded with that. We got some good feedback. A lot of the challenge, like I talked about the cookbook, a lot of it was the eating or recipes, which I just told you guys. You're going to get a discount code for my cookbook that's coming out in the next 30 days. But also one of them was the travel, or man, I'm on the road, so I do great except when I'm traveling, or it breaks my routine. So I'm going to make a restaurant or travel guide for that specific purpose on how to order out, how to order at restaurants, and how to eat on the go. Like, if you're not in your own city, your hometown, if you're out on the road traveling for whatever reason. And then the last thing I talked about was just controlling your narrative. What you tell yourself is so important. So halfway through, when you start kind of, maybe the results start tapering off and you start kind of having that negative self-talk, you have to control your narrative, what you're telling yourself. Control your thoughts, control the positivity. If you continually tell yourself something, it's going to come true. So if you're like, man, I missed my workout today, gosh, I suck, or, why do I always do this? I always sign up for challenges, then I never see it through. I fail all the time. I don't even know why I do these. You have to shut that kind of talk down. What you say, there's a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you hear all the time, whether it be from other people or yourself, is eventually what comes true. I know it sounds super simple, but it is a very powerful concept that I want you guys to remember. So something that always helped me too is think about what you're telling yourself. If you took that voice and put it on somebody else, or put it outside your body, and somebody that was external, and somebody was saying that to you, that inner voice, say it was coming from a friend or whatever, you wouldn't let somebody talk to you that way. Like, you wouldn't let a friend or family member or anyone talk to you that way. So why would you talk to yourself in that manner? Think about that, and remember that when you feel yourself kind of slipping down into that negative self-talk, talk yourself out of that, man. Snap out of it. Don't disrespect yourself, and don't talk down to yourself. That's very important. Now let's get on to what we've been waiting for here, the grand prize winner. I know you guys are anxious to hear who won. It was actually a really, really close race. I was punching the numbers this last like 5 or 6 days, and the people that turned in, it seriously was in between. I'm talking like a 0.5% and like a pound of body fat loss. Like that's the slimmest margin. So it was super close. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to. Here we go. I'm gonna give it to Brittany Stansel and her husband Chop. I'm actually going to split it up because their results were so close. They're married, so both you guys together are going to get the 300 or 150 each, however you want to look at it. But congratulations to you guys. Chop had over 12.4 pounds of weight loss with 2.4% body fat loss. Brittany had 11.4 pounds lost with 1.8% body fat loss. Now, I've got to say that her sister, Bianca, was super close. She actually had more weight loss. She was at 13 pounds weight loss and 2% body fat. But with Chop and Brittany being so close, I got to give it to them just because they kind of power coupled it. And that's actually going to go into, it gave me an idea for one of my next 30-day challenges. I'm going to make people sign up together. Not just get a friend, but actually your results will be measured together. So whether it be your dad or your brother, sister, or your spouse, whoever, a friend, your results are going to be together. So thank you guys for crushing this challenge. I'm super happy for you guys. The pictures look great. Bianca did awesome too. It was seriously so close between the three of you. I really didn't know who to give it to. But good job, all you guys. I'm super proud of you. So $300 to Chop and Brittany. Congratulations. Now, the last order of business, I think I've covered everything. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and write in. so you guys watching right now. Last order of business, the thing I'm most excited, besides the grand prize winner reveal we just did, is the 10-year anniversary that's coming up. August is going to mark 10 years of Underground Gym being in business, 2007 to 2017. That's huge for me. When I was 23, I started this company, and it's just grown, and I've had hundreds and thousands of clients over the years. We've got online clients now all over the country, all over the world, and I'm super happy to announce that with this 10-year anniversary, my wife and I actually just closed on some land about 12 minutes south of here, and we're finally expanding Underground Gym in a big space. It's a big outbuilding. I think it's like a 40 by 60. It's going to be huge. So we're going to start construction on that, start working on that building very soon. We just closed on it Friday. We're taking possession of it tomorrow. Work's going to begin very soon. And then in the fall, I'm going to have a 10-year anniversary customer appreciation event. So look for that info, coming up in the next couple months. Sometime in the fall, I'm going to have an actual physical party, an event just to say thank you for 10 years of business. All my previous clients, everybody that's been involved with the gym one way or another, it's something I've always wanted to do. I'd like to do it every year if I could, but I'm definitely going to do one for the decade, the 10 years. Anybody that's been involved, come out. We're going to have food. We're going to have, it's going to be a social event, and I'll give away awards and prizes at that too. And, just tons of giveaways just to say thank you, because you guys are what drives this company. And it's a pleasure to work with everybody throughout the 10 years. I hope you guys enjoy this company and this gym as much as I do. And yeah, that's it. So that's the big announcement. So to recap, grand prize winner, Chop and Brittany, congratulations. Honorable mention was Bianca. So grand prize winner gets $300, the couple, and everybody gets the prize of the discount code. You're going to get first dibs on that cookbook when it comes out within 30 days. It's in the works. It's about 80% done. And then just good job to everybody. Thank you so much for doing this challenge and helping me to do it better. Give me feedback. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to constantly evolve them and change them and make them better. So, personalize it and stylize it, specifically to a certain type of person. So be on the lookout for those. Always ask me any questions anytime. Now that the challenge is over, I'm always here. Shoot me a message, text me, whatever. I'm always available. I'm always happy to answer any questions. So if there's nothing else anybody else wants to say, that's it. That concludes the 30-day summer slim down challenge. Thank you, everybody.